Listen to me carefully. You were not born to be weak. You were not born to be average. You were not born to wake up every morning just to exist, scrolling, wasting time, crying about how unfair life is. Somewhere deep inside you, you know it, you feel it, you feel that whisper in your chest, that fire telling you you are meant for more, but you've been lying to yourself, you've been acting small, you've been soft. You've been waiting for someone to save you, for someone to believe in you, for life to get easier. Let me tell you something that might sting. No one is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not the government, not your boss, not even God, unless you get up and start moving. You are the rescue mission. You are the warrior you've been waiting for. When I say act like a man, I'm not talking about being arrogant or screaming louder than everyone else. I'm talking about taking responsibility. I'm talking about owning your pain, your mistakes, your failures, your scars, and using them as fuel to build something bigger. A man doesn't cry over the problem, he looks the problem in the eye and says, "I will break you before you break me." You know why so many men today feel lost? Because they've forgotten what it feels like to suffer and overcome. They've been taught comfort, pleasure, distraction. They've been taught to scroll through life instead of fight for it. They've been taught that feelings should control them instead of learning to control their feelings. Stop acting like life owes you something. Life owes you nothing. Every second you waste blaming someone else, complaining, whining, you are letting life beat you. When was the last time you felt proud of yourself? Really think about it. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, "That man right there, he does not quit. He does not fold." Most men can't even look in the mirror because deep down they know they're lying to themselves. They know they've let themselves go. They know they've let fear make their decisions. But here's the good news: you can flip the switch today. You can choose to stop being a victim. You can choose to put discipline over comfort. You can choose to wake up earlier, train harder, focus sharper, work longer. You can choose to demand respect from life by becoming the kind of man that cannot be ignored. You think life is supposed to be fair. Life is not fair. Life is war. You either fight or you get crushed. You either rise or you rot. There is no neutral ground. The man you are right now, that's not the final version of you. That's just the starting point. But if you don't decide to change, that starting point will also be your ending point. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only right now, and right now is all you've got. When I say act like a man, I mean stop negotiating with your excuses. Stop letting fear tell you what to do. Stop being comfortable with mediocrity. A man is forged in fire. You want strength. You want respect. You want freedom, then you need to bleed for it, sweat for it, sacrifice for it. No one respects a man who takes the easy way out. No one remembers the man who chose comfort over greatness. Do you think history remembers the ones who stayed safe? No. History remembers the warriors, the kings, the builders, the leaders, the ones who took the risk and refused to stay weak. This world will test you. It will hit you harder than you think you can handle. People will betray you, money will disappear, relationships will fail, opportunities will collapse. And when all of that happens, you have two choices. You either sit there, cry, and ask, "Why me?" Or you stand up, tighten your fists, and say, "Try me." That's what it means to act like a man. It means when everyone else gives up, you keep moving. It means when you're tired, you keep pushing. It means when your heart is broken, you use the pain as energy instead of an excuse. Listen, this is your life we're talking about. You only get one shot at this. You're either going to build a legacy or you're going to be forgotten. And deep down, I know you don't want to be forgotten. Some of you right now are one decision away from a completely different life. One choice to get serious. One choice to stop wasting time. One choice to finally commit to becoming the man you were meant to be. If you want respect, earn it. If you want freedom, work for it. If you want love, be worthy of it. Stop saying someday, start saying today. You have to be willing to do what weak men refuse to do. Weak men blame everyone else. Weak men seek validation. Weak men hide from responsibility. Strong men face the storm even if they're afraid. Strong men carry the weight so their families don't have to. Strong men get up after being knocked down 100 times. Your future family is counting on you. Your future children will either look at you as an example or a warning. You choose which one. Act like a man, not tomorrow, not next week, right now, because the clock is ticking, and every second you spend being soft is another second you will regret later. I want you to feel this in your bones. You are capable of more than you think. You are stronger than your excuses. You are bigger than your fears, but you have to decide. No one can do it for you, so stand up, fix your posture, wipe the weakness off your face, and tell yourself, from this day forward, I will not quit. I will not bow. I will not be a victim. I will be a man. Go build yourself. Go prove them wrong. Go take back your power, because the world doesn't need another weak man. The world needs you fully awake, fully alive, fully dangerous, fully disciplined. Act like a man. Responsibility over excuses. This is the first step to becoming the man you are meant to be. Excuses are easy. Anyone can make them. Anyone can blame the weather, the economy, their parents, their boss, their past, their pain. But excuses never built a strong man. Excuses never fed a hungry family. Excuses never made history. Every time you make an excuse, you are handing away your power. You are saying, I am not in control. And that is the fastest way to live a weak life. Responsibility is not about taking blame for everything that happens to you. It's about taking ownership of what you can control. You can't control the past, but you can control what you do right now. You can't control how people treat you, but you can control how you respond. You can't control how hard life hits you, but you can control whether you stay down or get back up. Men who refuse responsibility stay stuck. They keep repeating the same cycles, the same failures, the same pain, waiting for someone else to come and fix their lives. But the man who takes responsibility looks in the mirror and says, this is my life, and if it's going to change, it starts with me. That man becomes unstoppable. That man becomes dangerous. Responsibility is freedom, because once you accept that everything in your life is your choice, you can start making different choices. You can build discipline, you can build strength, you can build wealth, you can build respect. But it all starts with saying, no more excuses. The truth is, excuses feel good in the moment because they protect your ego. They let you stay comfortable, but comfort kills ambition. Comfort makes men soft. Comfort makes you forget that you are capable of so much more. The man who chooses responsibility over excuses may suffer in the short term, but he grows, he levels up. He earns respect from others and from himself. And that respect is priceless. If you are serious about acting like a man, you have to cut excuses out of your life like a disease. When you catch yourself blaming someone else, stop. When you hear yourself saying, I can't, replace it with, how can I? Train your mind to look for solutions, not problems. This is how you turn weakness into strength. Responsibility is the foundation on which every great man builds his life. And once you choose it, once you make it your standard, you will look back and realize that every excuse you ever made was just a chain holding you back. Break the chain. Own your life. Discipline creates freedom, and this is one of the hardest truths most men refuse to accept. Everyone wants freedom. Everyone wants to wake up when they want, drive what they want, live where they want, do what they want. But here's the reality. Freedom is not given to you, it is earned. And the price you pay for that freedom is discipline. Most people think discipline is a prison. They think discipline means saying no to fun, no to comfort, no to pleasure. But the truth is, a lack of discipline is the real prison. The man who cannot control his habits is a slave to them. The man who cannot control his impulses is a slave to them. The man who cannot wake up on time, cannot put in the work, cannot say no to distraction, will never have the freedom he dreams of. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Every time you choose discipline, you buy back a piece of your future. Every time you wake up early when you don't feel like it, every time you work when you'd rather rest, every time you train when your body wants to quit, you are building the kind of man who will have options, who will have power, who will have freedom. People think freedom is doing whatever you feel like doing, but that's just chaos. Real freedom is having control over your own life, and that comes from having control over yourself. Weak men are controlled by their desires. Strong men control their desires. Weak men seek comfort first and pay the price later. Strong men pay the price first and enjoy the reward later. This is why discipline is not punishment, it is power. When you master discipline, you stop being reactive and start being intentional. You stop being pushed around by life and start directing your life. Discipline is what separates those who only dream from those who achieve. Yes, discipline is hard. Yes, it feels uncomfortable. Yes, it requires sacrifice. But that pain is temporary and the reward is permanent. A man without discipline will never be free because he will always be trapped in the cage of his bad habits, his laziness, his fear. A man with discipline can walk away from what doesn't serve him, can control his mind, can choose his path. That is freedom. If you truly want to act like a man, you must build discipline like a muscle. Start small, show up every day, stay consistent even when no one is watching. Over time, you will notice something powerful. The more disciplined you become, the more choices you have, the more respect you earn, the more doors open for you. Discipline creates freedom, and freedom is the ultimate reward for a man willing to pay the price. Pain is fuel, not a cage. Most men see pain as something to avoid. They run from it, they hide from it, they numb it with distractions, addictions, meaningless entertainment. But pain is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Pain shows you where you are weak. Pain exposes the cracks in your armor. Pain is life's way of saying, wake up, pay attention, grow. You can choose to let pain break you, or you can choose to let it build you. The difference is in how you respond. Every great man you admire has been through pain. Every warrior, every champion, every leader has faced heartbreak, betrayal, failure, rejection, humiliation. But they refused to stay down. They took the pain and turned it into power. They used the fire of that suffering to forge themselves into something stronger, something unbreakable. Pain can either be the prison that keeps you small, or the forge that shapes you into steel. The choice is yours. Some of you right now are carrying wounds from your past, from childhood, from broken relationships, from mistakes you made. And instead of healing, instead of growing, you've been living in that pain like it's your home. You replay the memories, you stay bitter, you stay angry, you let it define you. That is what keeps you caged. You are stronger than that. Your pain was not meant to be a life sentence. It was meant to wake you up and push you toward your potential. The moment you stop running from pain and start using it, everything changes. Pain is energy. Pain is motivation. Pain is the reminder that you are alive and you still have something to fight for. When you hit the gym after a breakup, when you work harder after you lose money, when you level up after someone doubted you, you are proving that pain cannot stop you. You are turning it into fuel. Understand this: no man becomes great without pain. The difference between weak men and strong men is that weak men let pain destroy them, while strong men let pain refine them. Strong men turn why me into try me. Strong men look at pain and say, thank you for making me sharper. Thank you for making me hungry. Thank you for reminding me who I am. You cannot avoid pain in life, but you can choose how to use it. Let it push you, not paralyze you. Let it build hunger, not hopelessness. Let it sharpen your focus, not shatter your faith. Pain is the greatest motivator if you have the courage to face it head on. It is the fire that will turn you into the man you were meant to be. Don't stay in the cage. Break out and use the pain to set yourself free. Strength is not something you are born with, it is something you choose every single day. Too many men think strength is just about genetics, luck, or talent. It's not. Strength is built in the moments when you don't feel like doing the hard thing, but you do it anyway. Strength is built when you are tired but still get up. Strength is built when everything inside you wants to quit, but you refuse to break. That is the difference between men who stay average and men who become great daily choices. Every morning you wake up, you are faced with a decision. Do I stay comfortable or do I grow? Do I stay soft or do I harden my mind? Do I stay the same or do I demand more from myself? Strength is not a single big moment in life where you suddenly become a warrior. It's a series of small decisions stacked on top of each other, day after day, until you become unstoppable. Every rep in the gym, every hour spent working on your craft, every time you choose focus over distraction, that is strength in action. Weakness is built the same way, just in the opposite direction. Every time you hit snooze, every time you procrastinate, every time you take the easy way out, you are choosing weakness. You are training yourself to fold under pressure. You are programming your mind to avoid discomfort. That is why strength is not a one-time event, it is a lifestyle. You will not always feel strong. There will be days when you feel broken, tired, and lost. That is when the choice matters most. Strength is built when you keep going even when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when no one is clapping for you. Strength is built when you grind in silence and trust that one day the world will see the results. Understand, this being strong is not about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. It's about standing up one more time than you got knocked down. It's about controlling your emotions when life tries to break you. A strong man does not let his circumstances decide who he becomes. He decides for himself. So if you want to be strong, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation. Strength is built in the discipline of daily action, not in waiting for the right mood. Start today. Choose to be better today than you were yesterday. Lift the weight, make the call, do the work, push forward no matter how heavy it feels. Strength is a choice you make again and again until it becomes who you are. Legacy over comfort, that is the decision every real man must make. Comfort is tempting because it feels good right now. It's easy, it's warm, it's safe. But comfort is also the trap that keeps most men living small lives, never reaching their potential, never leaving anything behind that matters. Comfort says, relax, you've done enough. Legacy says, get up, there is more to build. Comfort gives you pleasure for a moment. Legacy gives you respect forever. Ask yourself when you are gone, what will they say about you? Will they even remember you? Will they tell stories of the man who built something bigger than himself, who worked hard, who sacrificed, who inspired others to rise? Or will they not even mention your name because you lived a life that didn't shake the world in any way? Every decision you make today is either feeding your comfort or building your legacy. Comfort wants you lazy. Comfort wants you distracted. Comfort wants you to waste your time chasing quick dopamine hits while your dreams collect dust. But a man who chooses legacy understands that his time is the most valuable thing he has. He knows that one day the clock will run out, and he refuses to waste that time on meaningless comfort when he could be building something that outlives him. Legacy is about more than money. It's about who you become. It's about how many lives you impact. It's about the standards you set for yourself and for everyone who looks up to you. When you choose legacy over comfort, you are saying, I will suffer now so my future will be greater. I will sacrifice pleasure now so my family can have more. I will do the hard things now so the next generation doesn't have to start from zero. That is the mindset of a man who wants to be remembered. The truth is, comfort will always be there. You can always relax later, but the window to build your legacy is closing every single day. The younger you are, the more time you have, but that time is running out. One day, you will not have the energy to grind like you do now. One day you will wish you had worked harder when you had the chance. So choose legacy over comfort. Get uncomfortable. Go through the pain. Make the sacrifices. Build the habits. Demand more from yourself. One day, when your name is spoken with respect, when your children and their children benefit from the decisions you made today, you will realize comfort was never the goal, greatness was. And greatness always demands a price. Pay it now and leave something behind that no one can erase. So here we are. This is the moment where you decide who you will be. You've heard the truth. You know what needs to be done. Responsibility over excuses, discipline over chaos, pain as fuel instead of a cage, strength as a daily choice, and legacy over comfort. These are not just ideas. They are the code of a real man. You can walk out of here and do nothing, stay the same, keep blaming, keep waiting, keep living soft. Or you can stand up and take control of your life. You can stop being a victim and become a warrior. You can stop hiding from pain and start using it. You can stop chasing comfort and start building something that will outlive you. The world does not care about your excuses. It respects action. It respects results. It respects the man who refuses to quit. You have one life, one shot, one chance to write a story worth remembering. Do not waste it. The man you want to become is waiting for you on the other side of discipline, pain, and sacrifice. But you have to go get him. You have to fight for him. You have to become him. When you leave this place, hold your head high. Make the choice right now to live like a man, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Build your body, sharpen your mind, grow your soul, protect your people, and leave a mark that cannot be erased. Act like a man. And when the world sees you, they will know they are looking at someone unbreakable.